Okay, it's time to do a little something I came up with 5 minutes ago while brushing my teeth. We are doom scrolling. Comments about Brock Purdy's contract. I'm going with top. I'm afraid of latest. I just don't want any weird stuff popping up here. All right, so here we go. Purdy got his money. Brett Coleman says Purdy's worth it. RG3 says Brock earned every penny of his $265 million extension, one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL. Incredible story being the last pick. It is an incredible story. 53 million a year is in line. Earned, I would say when you get a job, you haven't earned the money yet. You sign a contract, you're going to do it. For me, I sign a contract. Here's what we're going to pay you for the work that we think you're going to do. So it's weird. Like you did earn it 100%. You earned it, but it's like also now you got to go earn it. So I would have gone not all caps here. I would have gone not all caps here because he's getting paid on future performance. I've never been a believer in Brock made so little, you got to make up for it now. I don't believe that. But okay, what else we got? Coach Jack noted. This guy, nothing gets by this guy on the internet, sees it all. Pass yards per attempt first. I mean, it wasn't Jimmy up there. I trigger warning. I think he's so much better than Garoppolo, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm pro Purdy, but I'm also Goldilocks. This is fine. It's good. Warren Sharp, first year. I already think this segment could be a disaster. Warren Sharp, first year conference champ, NFC. Wipe yards per attempt, success rate, despite the second most often. Oh, Warren Sharp's pro Purdy or just not? Maybe he's like me. He's like, I'm not pro or anti anything. I'm just telling you the facts. Okay. This is great. This stuff is not the most compelling in the world to me. This is. Sorry, I shouldn't say this is. I just mean like in the long run, that'll be what determines. I do think he was basically the same guy last year as the year before. People thought like, oh, I didn't love the he regressed stuff. I didn't think that's what happened. Needs help. Everybody does. Sports Center, okay. Something old for me. Who cares? Some guy, Garrett, says we should just be celebrating him. What has he done that bothers so many people? We're just debating sports. I mean, I got no issue with it. Some video. I'm not going to watch that. Highest paid QBs NFL on a per year basis. Dak, Burrow, Josh Allen, Purdy. Yeah, I mean, this is where he belongs. Brock Purdy entering the top 1% tax brackets after years on EBT, ride sharing, and fruit. That's funny. Pastor seeing him. That's funny. Pelissero. The agent says. That's become an interesting development. 5-1 against the Seahawks. This is everything the 12th man wanted to hear. Oh, got it. I would rather, I'm pro Darnold to a point, but if you go, okay, 32 million, 52 million, whatever he's making. So would you rather save, let's just, without doing a deep analysis, would you rather save $20 million and have Sam Darnold? I would not. Oh, we got a burning money. Paid him an average of, that's the old one. Gets his bag. Collie. That's good. I'm going to put some spin. If you say Josh Allen's better than Purdy, I'd agree. But if you tell me a better QB could win a Super Bowl with less weapons than what Purdy had, riddle me this: why has Josh Allen never been to a Super Bowl, much less won one? Well, I mean, if I were like, let's just take this from the not anti Purdy, but just one answer would be, well, he has to play Mahomes before he gets to the Super Bowl. I always love these. SF data Niners. Data? QB contract value relative to salary cap. Brock, 18.98%. Remember the peak of Jimmy was like 16%. Yeah, that's great. Like, to me, if we're going to talk about one thing with Brock Purdy's money, this is the thing. Obviously, the guaranteed money would, if we have that chart, goes much higher, and that matters. But this is the whole thing. Like, less than Trevor Lawrence, less than Tua Tagovailoa, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray. You know, how much other stuff can your team do? So 14th among quarterbacks. If you ask me, tell me one thing that matters. I don't know anything about anything. Tell me the one thing that matters the most with this contract. I would say that. What do we got here? Quarterback efficiency. Purdy's up here. It's not Brock's fault. Oh, Greg Rosenthal. It's not Brock's fault. The NFL has long paid top 10, top 14 QBs roughly the same amount of money. If you get paid, you're young enough and up next. I'm surprised anyone, but Purdy's earned that level. I mean, I was texting somebody yesterday. The quarterback tiers of salary are basically this. Quarterback tier 1, every quarterback that resigns with their team who's a starter. Tier 2, everybody else plus Baker Mayfield, who resigned but not for, and then tier 3 backups. That's it. That's your quarterback payment scale tiers. Tier 1's everybody. That's the thing that makes it challenging. On one hand, you go, this is in line with Tua and Goff, and that's what it is. Like, that is the bottom line. That's what it costs. What does this cost? It costs this much. I don't want to pay that. Well, then you don't get it. That's it, right? But there's not like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. I know people get like weird about Burrow, but Burrow, they don't get to make like, there's not a tier 1 for them. So that does make it. Tej Seth, analytics, Purdy's gone for one of the best values of football, one of the best values of football. Oh, that's interesting. Robert Mays, AAV 14%, 14th. We saw that. I don't know. Seems kind of right given the rest of the market. I mean, again, that is the thing. Like, I think the follow-up is a longer debate about, well, are the Dolphins happy they're paying Tua that much? Are the Lions happy they're paying Goff that much? Yeah. Are the Cowboys happy they're paying Dak that much? No. So you can get through all that, but it's just the fall off. If you choose to roll the dice, and I'll be like, go to the draft or what I would prefer not to save $20 million and get a free agent quarterback. I don't think that's. I think we've gotten to the point where you have to at least understand a major Purdy extension, if not support it. He's gone beyond typical Shanahan label. I think that's true. That's interesting. Brock Purdy isn't even making top 10 QB money, and people are saying RIP Niners. Do y'all even know how this sport works? Paid. 49ers underwent major changes. Oh, there was the whole Schefter, like holes to fill. Fundamentally, I think it's true. Like, I know a lot of guys went out the door and their team was bad in a lot of categories. It's hard to replace Mooney Ward. Like, just start with that. Now, there are a lot of other guys that went out the door that you're like, oh, I don't think they're that good. But You are asking rookies to replace. You're asking a lot of rookies. Last pick to 180 million guaranteed. Good for him. 262 hats available at heyguy.co. Brock Purdy leaving his one-bedroom condo in Oakland after signing. What we got? Oh! Age better than Salma Hayek. That's funny. Notable QBs to their first 3 seasons. EPA. Second EPA. I mean, yeah, I mean, that stuff's awesome. But he's not in Patrick Mahomes' category. And that's okay. You don't have to be to win a championship. And Mahomes doesn't win every championship. When he was surrounded by all pros, he looked great. When they were all hurt, he looked like the last pick of the draft. Enjoy that albatross of a contract. Good luck with that. I mean, I think that there's like every championship team has to have a lot of really good players. I don't think this will turn out to be an albatross of a contract. I'm still open every week for debate about where Brock Purdy is, will he turn into a blue chip type franchise guy, blah, blah, blah. But I would be surprised if this turns into a quote unquote albatross of a contract. Efficiency. Oh, Charles Davis on the Tom Tolbert show. Highest QBR in a championship game. 17 hours ago. I never got the sense that Purdy went to one of the reasons on Friday, I saw the news. Connor texted me. It's like, and I was like, my first reaction was like, oh, I better do something right now. And then my second reaction was like, no, I'm good. If I was sitting at my desk, I would have. But I was out and about. We're going to hang out with some friends. But he was like, do you need to do an emergency pod? And my response was like, emergency pods are for trades or for big wins or dramatic losses or, that kind of thing. A quarterback signing the contract that basically we all spent the last month, several months, but certainly the last month, everything clarified, talking about this is about what he was going to make. It's like, I'm good. What am I going to do? Jump on Friday and be like, all that stuff we said we thought might happen and then it happened and everybody has said for the last month, this is about where it would be and it was there. Cool. I'm good. Again, if I'd been sitting right here, I would have done it. But I had this moment. This first reaction was like, I have to do something right now. And the second reaction, a second later, was like, why? To put the same take out that there's like 2 takes. The market's flooded. Everyone's got it covered. This video wasn't going to do 50,000 views anyway because it's so crowded. So it's fine. And it's fine. Look, here we are. The sun came up today. Could Kyle McCord be the next Brock Purdy? Oh, Sycamore with a take. Interesting. I'll just circle back to that one. Back in 2017, Brock Purdy led Perry to a win over Tyler Shuck. Highest, here we go. Bottom 15th. Okay. The QB tiers will be very interesting this year. 10-month older than Curtis Rourke. Oh, that's a good little nugget there from John Chapman. Mike, irks me that people think Purdy's a scrub. Okay. Shannon Sharp. He's probably worth more because he saved Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch's job. That's funny. I saw that clip. It's funny. I don't know if he's trying to be funny. And why I just saw I saw the clip. Like there used to be, did you pretended you watched an hour-long podcast when you watched the clip, and now you don't even watch the clip. You just see the quote. Okay. Cool. We're good. There you go. Doom strolling usually goes 30 minutes. but today it's not. Have a great weekend.